Hey guys, Big Vigil here, Mark, coming to you from Sydney, Australia, and reporting on my results on weight loss surgery. I'm currently at about week 14 and a half. Apologies that it's been a couple of weeks since I've posted. I was sort of holding off wanting to put my next post up once I'd broken 100 kilos, but seem to have stalled on 101 kilos. I'm still on 101. So I was 101.6, I think, on my last video. I'm 101 kilos even at the moment. And it just seems to be sitting there. It's been there for the last 2 weeks. So a little frustrated. But I know the reasons why. I've had a bit more carbs than what I've normally had. And I've sort of felt that I've needed to do that just for my energy levels. Quite a bit of stress and heavy workload at work at the moment, and I just need to be firing on all cylinders. So I just feel in my body I need to be, I suppose, eating that little bit more to be on top of what I've got to deliver. So and I guess when it comes down to it, this is not a race. I know that I can, you know, be stricter on the diet and on the calories, and doing more of the cardio and the exercise. But I think that you sort of go through seasons. I don't know if you all agree with me or not, but there's a time to really be focused on your diet and exercise. I haven't blown it. I haven't been stupid or anything. But it's just my focus is, especially for the next 3 weeks. I've got 3 weeks until the end of the school year, and so I'm up to, well, actually way above my head in workload at the moment, doing assessments and results and all of that sort of stuff. It's my job to prepare all of the reports and get everything ready for the whole school. So I'm doing the reports for 1,200 students and calculating all of their assessment results across all subjects and checking the maths and doing everything to report to the Board of Studies on those results. So it's a heavy time, and so I'm sort of just focused on that. At the same time, my gorgeous wife has been going through some really difficult health struggles. We actually had to call a doctor out at 2 o'clock in the morning, not last night, the night before. She's struggling. She's got terrible eczema in her, I don't know what you call it, in all the joints. So in her elbows and at the back of her knees, and armpits. Her body just seems to be attacking itself. It's some sort of immune response, but we don't know what to. She's seen endocrinologists, gastroenterologists, dermatologists, you name it, every ologist that there is just about. And no one seems to be able to give a clear answer. So that's very frustrating. But the other night, she was just in so much pain and so much discomfort that I needed to be there and look after her, put cold towels on her wounds, and basically try and comfort her a little bit, because the poor thing was in tears. Which was a bit tough. So I guess other priorities have taken over, and I apologise for the people that follow my blogs and like to keep up to date. It's been like a 2.5 weeks, I think, since my last post, which is a bit longer than what I would like. I want to do it every week, but like I said, I was holding off for the breaking the 100 kilos. Hasn't happened yet. It will happen, just not today. So hopefully by next Tuesday. Tuesday's the day that I normally do my post. It's Thursday night now. It's 11:30 at night. I was about to crawl into bed, and I just thought, you know what, I better just let everybody know how things are going. Been doing okay. I did my first strength training workout, and it was a pretty light workout that that the personal trainer had worked out for me. I'm actually just using the gym at work. And he wrote out a workout plan for me, which was some lat pull downs to the front and then to the back. I was doing some squats. I did some bicep curls. What else did I do? Some prone rowing, so laying flat on the board and lifting up. Managed to get through everything and do all of the reps. When I staggered out of there, and I didn't find it was too hard or anything at the time, but for an hour and a half to 2 hours afterwards, I was lightheaded, I was giddy, I was not feeling well at all. And I think that it was really that I just had no carb in my body, and I think I probably did push it a little bit too far, even though I didn't realize I was doing that. One thing that really amazed me was with the bicep curls, because I used to do a little bit of weights, like not big time, but I used to do a bit. But I was just using the 15 kilo bar, doing the bicep curls, and man, I wanted to. I was doing 2 sets of 15 reps, but man, I could only get 13 in my first rep, and I'm just like dying. I couldn't do it. So I guess I haven't used those muscles. It was right in this area here, right there, on my forearm, was just not coping with it. So I dropped back to the lighter bar, went to 10 kilo bar, was able to complete all my reps, and I spent the next 4 or 5 days after that unable to straighten my arms, and with incredible delayed onset muscle soreness, I think it's called DOMS pain, in my forearms. So just muscles that weren't used to being used in that way. I'll be going back to the gym again tomorrow. So I did this last Friday. I did it, I think. Yeah, it was last Friday. I was supposed to go back on Tuesday, but I couldn't do Tuesday. I was just wiped out from. Anyway, I was wiped out, and I couldn't do Tuesday. I was too busy as well, because I need to take about half an hour, 45 minutes out of my work day to get it done. With the workload I'm under, I'm sort of, it's not easy. But anyway, I'm taking I've got my bag packed, got my gear ready, so that I can go again tomorrow and do another strength training workout tomorrow. What else did I need to let you guys know about? Yeah, I've still been keeping up with most of the videos. Saw K-Star's latest video, and TJ and Phil, and really had a good chuckle with the boys. Fat Kings Friday video with Nerd in Oregon, Sarah. That was a good laugh. I very much enjoyed that. If it's any contribution, I think Dex has been better with less weight. So there you go. That's free. What else do I have to share? I think that's about it for this week. Hopefully I'll come back to you next week, and I will have gotten under the 100 kilos and had a lot of fun. So we'll see how we go. For those of you who saw me a couple of weeks ago when I was dressed up as a zombie, we had the Zombie March in Sydney. We were doing a fundraiser for the Brain Foundation. We managed to raise about $10,000, or actually 11,000, I think it was, which is not a lot of money when you think that there was, I think there was something like 4,000 or 5,000 zombies getting around Sydney, which was a lot of fun. Me and my gorgeous 14-year-old daughter Katie got dressed up and went in for the march, and really enjoyed freaking people out on the train and posing for things. So I will, at the end of this video, I'll flick up a couple of photos just to show you the sort of fun that we were having on the day. That's all my news. See you next week. Cheers.